All right, welcome. Today, we're diving into a public transport showdown. In one corner, you've got the Republic of Ireland's absolutely massive network, and in the other, Northern Ireland's much more focused system. It's one island, but two totally different ways to get around. So let's see who really comes out on top. So, are you planning a trip to the Emerald Isle? Well, figuring out how to get around is, a pretty big deal. But which system is going to get you where you need to go without totally emptying your wallet? Let's figure it out. Okay, in the green corner, representing the Republic of Ireland, we have the heavyweight champion of coverage, Transport for Ireland, or TFI. And in the other corner, from Northern Ireland, we have the nimble-focused challenger, TransLink. Let the battle of the buses and trains begin. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. These two systems, they're more than just different companies. They really represent two completely different philosophies on how public transport should work. We're going to judge them on two key rounds. First, network scale, and then, of course, price. First up, let's see who can get you to more places. So round one is all about reach. A cheap ticket is fantastic, right? But it's pretty much useless if the bus or train doesn't actually go where you need it to. So which network really has the bigger footprint? And wow, right off the bat, you can see the difference. On the left, the Republic of Ireland's network, it just looks like this giant, tangled web, connecting just about everything. Then on the right, Northern Ireland's system is way more like a hub with spokes, with everything radiating out from one central point. I mean, TFI's network is a beast. Just in Dublin alone, you're talking over 110 bus routes. Then you've got the national buses reaching into even the tiniest towns, inner-city trains connecting all the major cities, and, of course, the two tram lines that crisscross the capital. It's this incredibly dense and sprawling web. And get this, the TFI network handles over 1 million passenger journeys every single day. That is just a staggering number that really drives home the sheer scale of what they're doing. Now let's head north. TransLink in Northern Ireland is really a master of efficiency. Yeah, it's a smaller network, but it's incredibly focused, running 12,500 services a day. The heart of the whole system is Belfast, with its metro and those sleek glider buses. And then you have 4 main train lines that act like the arteries of the network. This slide really tells the story. Just look at the bar on the left for Dublin's bus routes. It's like a towering skyscraper. Now compare that to the much, much smaller bar for Northern Ireland's core rail lines. It's the perfect illustration of those two competing philosophies. TFI's go everywhere approach versus TransLink's go to the most important places, but do it really frequently strategy. So, TFI clearly takes the crown for network size, but a huge network is no good if you can't actually afford to use it. And that brings us to round two, fares. Let's see who offers the best bang for your buck. And here we go again. You can see that fundamental difference in their approach. In the Republic, it's really all about flexibility. The Leap card is your golden ticket for hopping between different kinds of transport. But in Northern Ireland, it's more about loyalty. If you're a daily commuter, they have some absolutely amazing deals for you. The real star of the show in the Republic is the TFI Leap card. This little green card is a total game changer. It gets you up to a 30% discount on cash fares, lets you switch seamlessly between buses and trams, and this is the best part, it automatically caps your spending. You'll literally never overpay for your travel. And check this out. For just €2, you get a whole 90 minutes of travel on buses, trains, and trams in Dublin. That is an incredible deal. You can hop from a bus to a tram and then back to another bus, all on one super cheap fare. TransLink's secret weapon, though, is its travel cards. If you're commuting every single day, the iLink card is your new best friend. It gives you unlimited travel on buses and trains. And if you happen to be between 16 and 23, you are in for a treat. The iLink card slashes your fares by a whopping 50%. But here's a weird one. If you're taking the train between Belfast and Dublin, where you start your journey makes a massive difference to the price. A ticket from Belfast can set you back around £33. But if you're going the other way, from Dublin, you could pay as little as €16. It's the same train, the same tracks, but a totally different price. Bizarre. Okay, so we've seen TFI's massive network and TransLink's super commuter-friendly fares. Now it's time for the final bell. Let's pull up the scorecard and see if we can declare a winner. This table just lays it all out, doesn't it? The Republic of Ireland absolutely dominates on network size and that super flexible payment system. But then Northern Ireland comes right back swinging with those amazing deals for people traveling every day. So who's the winner? Well, honestly, it really depends on you. If you're a tourist trying to see as much of the island as possible, TFI is your champion, hands down. But if you're a commuter in Belfast, TransLink is the undisputed king of value. In the end, it really all comes down to a fundamental question. What do we really want from our public transport? A huge, sprawling network that can take us basically anywhere? Or a lean, mean, simple system that gets us to work and back for less? There's no single right answer, but it's definitely something to think about the next time you're waiting for that bus.